Kenya, get us underway. The ball needs to travel 10 to that white line, and it doesn't. So it'll be a free kick at halfway for Argentina.
Yeah, not the start Oliech wanted. Wanted to give his big aerialist a shot. Argentina can take their time, set up their tap pen move, get into their attacking framework.
Levajan looks right, goes left. An Argentinian side that was really in the hunt to even lift the total HSBC World Series title. That loss to Samoa has cost them and stopped their run. They'll now be watching Australia, South Africa, and Fiji to see who will lift that title. All to come here in LA. Working close to the sideline, keep that ball alive. Short ball offered, but good tackle from Oliech. He anticipates it. The ball pops out the side, and it's a free one for Billy O. Say it ain't so. He's offloaded, and Vincent Onyala is in full flight. Reeled in by Tobias Wade. End-to-end action here. Kenya with a full complement of backs. Alvin Otieno, you know what his route is. It's route one, but he's just ankle tapped, and Oliech can't hold on to it, so it'll be a turnover. Argentina ball.
Great scramble defense by the Argentinians. Really unlucky down inside the Kenyan 22. Ball spilled out of the ruck, but a great spin move. Tobias Wade does not give up, chasing the Kenyan down. The Water Buffalo, very hard man to stop. Trying to pop off the floor. Just quite doesn't gather it as Oliech, excuse me.
Approach. Bind.
Look at those Kenyans.
Sit.
We're heading to their continent on September 9th. Well, they have a good run in the Rugby World Cup of Sevens. You mentioned a little bit of the new leadership. Damien McGraw's come in. Previously helping Germany, but he's come in and had a great result here. Top 8 and battling for this 5th place placement. Very close in their previous match against the USA, 21-14 as well. That was a good performance for them, beating the hosts. That looked maybe not straight, but the referee's getting in the spirit of things. Full stride is Lizazu. Oh, the nice left foot. Good awareness from Matthias Sujuk. He's got a nose for the line. Did he dot it down? The referee says he dotted it down already, but great opportunism from him.
Yeah, Sujuk, shades of Lionel Messi there with a quality little touch. Looks like Argentina was going to be spilled out of bounds, but was able to keep the ball and play. A little touch for the first score of the game. Yeah, wonderful little nudge there from Oliech. Oh, doesn't put it down. The referee thought he did.
Gonzalez, he may be wrong, but he won't be in doubt. He said, no, I've made my decision. Conversion looking to curl it in, doesn't come. So just 5 points to lead here, halfway through the first half of the 5th place playoff. Oh, great work again. Sujuk gets the big right arm up, and it takes a kind bounce. He's going to do it all on his own. Second try.
Yeah, the aerial battle is a hallmark of the Argentinians throughout this tournament. So dynamic in the air. Their kickers are putting beautiful kicks up for their aerialists to be able to go tap back and regain. See, big man just going up, tapping the ball back to himself. Gotta love when the ball bounces your way. Second try for Argentina.
Sujuk, only 25 years old, but he's a serious veteran on this series. 6'3", and he used every inch of it there. That is him just chomping at the heels of Maliko, who's been sublime. An absolute explosion of tries for the Samoan team. Kenyan players down 2 tries. They need something. Spun around is Billy Odhiambo. Still having to play everything deep. Even Otieno's brought down. Tackle didn't roll away, so quick tap. I'm not sure if the Argentinians are 10. Now some space. Unmarked. Great running here from Anyala, but he's brought down. The cover defense of these Argentinians is outstanding. Good flat ball right in front of that crowd. Otieno's going to apply himself. There's one Argentinian fended. Now he produces the ball. Counter ruck comes in from the Pumas. A one-handed pass. A little bit of confusion there. And Anyala just cleans it up and says, let's start again. Ball pops out, though.
Oh, just unlucky for the Argentinians. Great scramble defense. Working hard for each other. One way you have to defend these Kenyans, you have to match their physicality. These are big, strong men. If you don't match them, they're going to run over the top of you. Argentinians have done a great job so far matching the physicality. Just got to be a little more disciplined around the breakdown.
And a textbook ankle tap there. With nothing left, you tap one ankle against the other, and that causes the player to trip up. 22 meters out. Set piece. And you got to credit Argentina. Unlike any other team this weekend, they've been able to contain the Buffalo. That's Otieno. Another penalty against Argentina. They got to be careful here. Repeated infringements. Odhiambo puts it through the hands. Yeah, great Argentinian tackling again, one-on-one. They're so strong. Good help from the inside as well there from the youngster.
Release out, release.
We're into the red numbers, the end of this first half.
Advantage.
Advantage being played for Kenya. They come short. Anyala's stopped. They keep it alive. Oyu's on the ball and scrum half roll. He ships it out. More great tackling from the Argentinians.
Number 1.
Quick pick, quick tap. Tony Omondi under the post. Get Kenya back in the game.
Yeah, great patience from Kenya, just building through the phases. Argentina did their best to contain them, but they were just ill-disciplined. The breakdown, just a little too many cracks at trying to steal the ball. Especially that close to the line when you get a penalty. Got all the rights in the world. Score that try.
Opportunistic from Omondi. I'm not sure he tapped it. He's not gonna ask. Conversion's good. And this first half ends with a late try from Kenya getting on the board. What? Oh, you've been on standby.
Yeah, God bless my wife. Due with our second child on Friday. I love you, sweetheart.
There we go. That's big news. But this is also big news, with all due respect to Brooke. Australia and Samoa coming up. Australia need to win that bronze medal to claim the series title. If they don't, then Fiji have a chance to win the cup final and claim the series title. If neither of them do it, then South Africa, who are sitting and watching, will claim it. Fantastic drama here in LA. Perhaps appropriate. What's not appropriate is that challenge in the air, and that's going to cost him.
Yeah, again, this is a new interpretation of the law. When it comes to the kickoffs, the attacking player must make sure that he takes care of the pod jumper, the lifter, and the jumper. If you go into their body and move them off the mark, that is deemed dangerous and therefore worthy of the yellow card.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous. It's awkward at best and quite cynical, if not. Yeah, he doesn't time that at all well. And these days you do pay the price, and I may not be surprised if that was a red.
Yeah, the referees are really taking player welfare into account here. And if it's deemed quite dangerous, not afraid to show a red card.
We have a decision.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous challenge in the air by number 1 Argentina.
Yeah.
Yellow card.
Okay. Captain.
Okay. You heard it there. Iskro.
It's dangerous for a play. Okay, if you land on the side, before you see yellow card.
And credit Iskro. It's an awkward challenge, but he did stick around. He was trying to make sure his opponent was okay. And I think that's probably good news. He's been outstanding here in Los Angeles. But heading into the Rugby World Cup of Sevens, it would have been expensive for him to have to sit out 2 games or more if it was a red card.
He's quite lucky there to just get away with the yellow card.
When you're ready, I call time on, okay? Tell me
It
when
will
you're
be
ready.
a great opportunity for the Kenyans. Down a try at the
Time
moment.
on, charge in the air.
They'll have an extra man for 2 minutes. See what they can do with it. Well, not much on this first occasion as the ball's dropped.
He just got a little ahead of himself. Saw green pastures in front, but forgot the first step that he needed to catch the ball. That was a great opportunity for Kenya to get back in this game with Iskro sitting in the sin bin. Argentina will want to slow this down, try and milk as much time off that yellow card as they can.
You think? I was just noting, you know, one of the great nations, great competitive rugby nations, but a bit of gamesmanship. They walk nice and slowly over there as the clock is still ticking away on Iskro's sin bin, which shouldn't read 2 minutes. It should read 1 minute 18.
Sit!
Here we go. Argentina understandably keeping things tight, although he's running into space away from support. Perhaps he'll advise he does slow up. That's Tobias Wade. And the white jerseys get there to help him, but what a steal.
Falling. Not clear.
Looked like Nelson Oyo had timed that perfectly, but penalty against him.
Yeah, Oyo looked like he had all right to that ball. The referee disagreed, said his hands were on the floor before he reached for the ball. Hands can't hit the floor, you have to stay on your feet. Again, Argentina will kick this in to touch, walk nice and slow into this line out, trying to milk as much time as they can to get Iskro back on the field.
Stops.
And this will be actually time off, so stop time for that sin bin. And there will be some subs coming on the field.
Wait. Subs, I call subs. Time off, time off.
Great feature of the World Series and all rugby these days is the referee is very much our third commentator. Great to have that insight on the exchanges he has with the players. Levian hits his target. They look about looping around, but they drive through the middle. Oh, the cheeky little chip. Doesn't come off, but then it's knocked on. And just for clarity, that sin bin will now run out here, and Iskro will be back on the field. So Argentina back to full strength. Much to the delight of their fans.
The mark is here, okay? 5.
Yeah, Kenya they're going to be kicking themselves. They didn't take advantage of that power play. Now they got to defend a full strength Argentina 5 meters out from their own try line.
Bind.
Really proud group of Argentinians here, sitting with the Tapata family earlier. They enjoyed the rugby. This one goes out wide, unmarked, into space. Fantastic stuff. Lizazu, as he did in their last match, gets a try.
Well, a midfield scrum is the hardest to defend in sevens rugby because there's so much room on either side. What a beautiful cutout pass from the Argentinians, just understanding the defensive alignment from Kenya and putting the ball where it needs to be to go up 2 scores.
Tough conversion out wide. It hits the post, but goes through. Making it that much more difficult for the Kenyans to come back.
Still plenty of time in this match for the Kenya. They just need to get the ball in their hands, build some phases, use the water buffalo as a ram.
Gathered by Olic. Three and a half minutes to play. Oh, speaking of battering rams, great feat from the Kenyan players. They have that mix of power and pace when they're at their best. Wakesa rolls one too many times, so it'll be a turnover. Argentina's going to go quickly.
Keep going. Play on.
One player down in the backfield, but Argentina's going to threaten the line. Short ball for the youngster again. He's in the corner. A second try for Tomás Lizazu.
Yeah, double for Lizazu, but it came from the Kenyans trying to get an extra roll at the breakdown, trying to make sure that an extra support player could be there so they could win possession. The referee said, no, illegal. And then the Argentinians, they're so lethal on turnover attack, putting the ball through the hands, pinning defenders.
Here.
And a beautifully timed pass there. They're such a good team. They play together. Of course, this team earlier on in the season won gold up the coast in Vancouver at the Canada Sevens and have threatened right to the final day, the top of the table, but it's not going to be their day here in Los Angeles to lift the title. But what a season they've had.
Come off.
Well, the future is bright. And on the big screen.
Come on. Play on.
Two minutes to play. 17 points to deficit. Kenya needs something, and they need it quickly. Wakesa again wrapped up. Mwale's on, fresh from the bench. He's won a penalty. But in many ways, I think the Argentinians are happy to give away a few penalties here.
Yeah, any time off the clock secures this victory. Rossetto just got on the wrong side after the tackle. After the tackle, you've got to roll away, give the opposition a chance to clear out.
Here's one for you, Zach, as we both grew up in this sports market here in North America. How about some different laws for the last 2 minutes of a sevens game or a sevens half, where you can't take scrums at penalties, you can't wind the clock down, and a little bit less tolerance. Something to think about, I think. Right now, it's Kenya looking for their second try.
Release out.
Kenyan player release. We're into the last minute.
Hold in.
Lizazu, as he started the game, is going to end the game. He's won the penalty, although he's reeled in. Ball was out.
Offside.
Referee didn't think it was out.
Yeah, the Kenyans just trying to do everything they can to get that ball back in their hands to try and go down to score, to tighten this margin, but referee said no.
Yeah, that penalty stat shows it. Argentina happy with the lead. Just give up penalties, set up their defensive wall, keep giving up penalties.
And again, just like with the yellow card, they're just going to take their time, set up their line-out platform.
So what happens if you said in the last 2 minutes of a game you have to take your penalty within 15 seconds?
Ready to go?
Something to talk about?
Definitely something to talk about, Gareth.
Okay.
Putting you on the spot, coach.
I quite like the set piece because you can get creative with moves, so.
I don't mind the set piece, but it's the 50 seconds we just lost while they decided they were going to kick. Now they've kicked. The fans are denied. Anyways, we will plow on. Argentina's going to have one final line out, and I'm sure they're going to want to end on a flourish here. Los Angeles Sevens about to come to an end for these two teams. A great stop on the HSBC World Series, and it's not over. The medal's still to play for. Iskro stopped. Credit the Kenyans. They're fighting to the death. There's options out wide. Keeping it. Franco Sabato. Well, his name means Saturday, but he scored on a Sunday here.
Sabato, the recipient of some great work by the forward, sucking in defenders off that little line-out peel. Great leg drive and a dummy to score the final try in this match for Argentina.
Yeah, well done to the Argentinians, responding from that disappointment of that loss to Samoa in extra time. And their title chances for the series went out the window, but they fought. They're always a great addition, and it's their victory here. Lizazu was immense in this one. And they've beaten the Kenyans 29 points to 7 here in the 5th place playoff.